Hello, everyone out there, and thank you for stopping by. Little lifestyle update. In addition to the writing projects that I've been talking about here, one other thing that I have been focusing on a lot recently is running. Now, I started running back in 1984, actually mid 1980s, and I was a moderately successful high school runner in cross country and track, but kind of slacked off on it a little bit. And a few years ago, I decided I was going to get serious about it. I wasn't happy with frankly, when I looked in the mirror, I looked at the weight I was gaining and I didn't like it. So I got serious about it again, and I got my weight back down to varying between 160 and 165 pounds, which at my height of 5'10" is reasonable, I think. And I feel much better now. I just, and I want to talk a little bit about the benefits of running, both generally and with the theme of the channel here, for those of you who are involved in any kind of creative endeavor. Running is the physical benefits are there, and I just talked about those. But running also has some psychological benefits, and I would even go so far as to say some spiritual benefits that I have benefited from for 4 decades now. Yeah, gosh, it's been that long. I guess I am that old. I'm going to be 57 here in a few days. But me in particular, I've had lifelong issues with anxiety. Not you get up in the morning, you'll just get that intensity, have that intensity inside you, like you're coming out of your skin and so on. And I find I'll go for a 5 mile run, and that'll just blow that out of there. I'll let others who are more medically competent speak about the endorphins and so on. But I can tell you from experience that runner's high is a very real thing. And the other day I was out running. I do run on indoor tracks sometimes, but I was outside running. Even with the heat wave that we have here, was about 84, 85 degrees at the time I was running, and I felt really strained as I was going through it. But then once I got to the end of my miles and I stopped, I just had this feeling of euphoria spread through me, which I think is something. I think that's what people. I've never had any use for recreational intoxicants of any kind, legal or illegal, but I think that's what people who smoke weed and drink alcohol are looking for, and you can get that from running. It is a very real thing that's benefited me my whole life. The other thing is if you are stuck on something, I use this a lot for writing blocks, but anything even if it's something in your personal life, it's amazing the insights that will come to you when you're out there on the track putting in the miles. So definitely recommend that you give running a try. Thanks for tuning in.